We are glad to welcome you to our channel. Kindly subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends and relations. And click on the bell icon for instant notification whenever new videos are uploaded on this channel. Rest assured that we are going to have a very exciting and inspiring discussion. Let's dive into the lesson right away. Stress in words of 3 syllables. How best to place stress correctly on the first, second, and third syllables. In this lesson, we are going to look at the stress patterns in words of 3 syllables. Understanding the stress patterns in words is an important aspect of learning a language, and it can greatly impact the meaning of a word and how it is pronounced. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to do the following. 1. Explain the factors that determine stress. 2. Explain the rules of stress for 3-syllable words stressed on the first syllable. 3. Explain the rules of stress for 3-syllable words stressed on the second syllable. And 4. Explain the rules of stress for 3-syllable words stressed on the third syllable. I am Benjamin from English Classes Online. Let's get started. First, factors that determine stress. The first factor that determines stress is word class or part of speech. Now, when you look at shifting stress in words such as project as a noun and project as a verb, then you will understand how part of speech determines stress. When you have a word that is used as a noun and also as a verb, it is stress that determines whether you are using the word as a noun or as a verb. When you are using this word as a noun, stress is on the first syllable, project. All right? Project. When you are using it as a verb, stress is on the second syllable, project. Project. Okay? So that's exactly the way it is done. Then the second factor that determines stress is syllables. You have words that can be classified according to the number of syllables they contain. Monosyllabic words are words that contain one syllable. Bisyllabic words contain 2 syllables, and polysyllabic words contain 3 or more syllables. Then we have strong and weak syllables. Some syllables can be described as strong or weak depending on the type of vowel sound it contains. For example, if a syllable contains a schwa sound, in most cases that syllable is unstressed, and that's what you have in a word like about. Okay, now I am transcribing the words about. Okay, and that is about. And when you look at this, you discover that this is a schwa sound and it is always unstressed. So this is a weak syllable. And wherever you have the unstressed vowel, in most cases, that particular syllable is unstressed, and so we call it a weak syllable. Okay, now let's move on and look at the third factor that determines stress, and that is affixes that can be subdivided into prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes are unstressed except in shifting stress and in other special cases. Suffixes determine stress in polysyllabic words. Words ending in suffixes like ion, ial, I mean IAN, IAL, IC have similar place of stress. Of course, we are going to look at them as we continue in this lesson. Now let's look at rules of stress for three-syllable words stressed on the first syllable. The first rule is that words of three syllables that end in suffixes ty, nate, ize, y, er, ly are almost always stressed on the first syllable. And so let's begin to look at this. Words ending in ity, you have cavity, levity, quality, vanity, polity. So stress is always on the first syllable for three-syllable words that end in this type of suffix. Then another one is three-syllable words that end in the suffix nate. They also have stress on the first syllable. For example, fortunate, delicate, calculate, postulate, monetize. Okay. The next is three-syllable words ending in ize, such as subsidize, organize, jeopardize. Then we have words ending in y, such as energy, policy, privacy, mimicry, ministry. All right. Then words ending in er, such as carpenter, caterer, comforter, Jupiter, Londoner, Libra. All these words have stress on the first syllable. So take note of how stress is determined, okay, in three-syllable words. And the last but not the least, three-syllable words that end in ly also have stress on the first syllable. And so we have finally, okay, what you have here is a, this is a typo. Finally, faithfully, righteously, soberly, gradually, graciously. All right. So now let's look at the second rule for three-syllable words stressed on the first syllable. The second rule states that words of three syllables that end in fy, verbs only, this applies to verbs, are almost always stressed on the first syllable. Let's look at examples, okay? Words ending in the suffix fy, such as qualify, glorify, stupefy, terrify, modify, magnify, and quantify. Okay, so those are the rules of stress for three-syllable words stressed on the first syllable. And now we want to look at rules of stress for three-syllable words stressed on the second syllable. Well, let's do away with this. Okay. Now, the rule that applies here is that three-syllable words that end in IAN, IAL, AL, IANT, ION, IOUS are almost always stressed on the second syllable. So let's look at examples. Those that end in IAN, we have musician. Take note of the second syllable. Mortician, magician, beautician. Okay. Then words ending in IAL, you have adverbial, proverbial, perennial, terrestrial, congenial. Okay. Then words ending in AL or UAL, we have revival, continual, unusual, tribunal. Okay. Then we have words ending in IENT, deficient, efficient, sufficient, and so on. Words ending in ION, we have consumption, election, illusion, confusion, pretension, proportion, and so on. Then words ending in IOUS, we have contentious, continuous, pretentious, audacious or audacious, mendacious, and so on. Okay. So those are the rules of stress for three-syllable words stressed on the second syllable. And then here we have rules of stress for three-syllable words stressed on the third syllable. Actually, this is a typo. We are through with the one stressed on the second syllable. So this one refers to three-syllable words stressed on the second syllable. I mean on the third syllable. So take note of that. And the rule states that three-syllable words that end in EE, you know, then USE is actually ESE. Okay, ESE, not USE. Okay, they are stressed on the third syllable. Okay, then we have the first example, words that end in EE, that is the long E sound. We have absentee, detainee, divorcee, nominee, reportee. Most of these words are words of French origin. Then we have three-syllable words ending in ESE. We have journalese and we have Portuguese. Okay. So, and this brings us to the end of today's lesson. We have been looking at stress in words of three syllables, stressed on the first, second, and third syllables. And we have looked at all of them one by one. It is really very important for you to master the stress patterns of English language, because stress is a very important component of the English language. Stress, enables you to communicate your intended meaning in different ways. So learning stress is really an important aspect of your speaking skills. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, like the video and share it with your friends and relations. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, kindly leave them in the comment section below. See you in the next class. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we
gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video. Thank you.